Hey guys, Connor's got a customer here. This guy actually got the Mustang with the building he bought. The guy gave him the car. It's been sitting in his garage for years, like 15 years. Nobody's done anything with it. So we're gonna see if we can fire it up. So Con, this is almost like a barn find.
Kinda is.
Although this ain't a barn, it's more of a garage.
It's like a garage. Customer for, we did a remodel. And he bought this place.
There it is. What year is that?
65 Mustang.
Ooh, man, that's a nice looking car. It's in really nice shape, it's a little musty inside. It is probably a really nicely done remodel, not remodel, what do you call it?
Yeah, repaint, maybe
It's a
restoration.
repaint, and they did a really nice job.
They did. It's a real 289, but it's a 2-barrel car, so it's like a base 289.
Let me just see if it runs. And then take it from there.
See if it runs.
Because if it doesn't run, you're gonna tear it down anyway. If it does run, and maybe you could drive it, if it doesn't smoke, you can drive it. So there's really no point in going haywire with doing all kinds of stuff you don't need to do.
That old story.
Oh, we gotta fix the door before you can fix anything else.
That's how long it's been sitting in here.
It's been sitting here so long that the garage door spring broke.
Got the keys.
It's got air horns, Connor.
Probably for that.
Check it out.
Yeah.
It's got an air horn. Ooga!
Carburetor felt
So-
crusty.
Well, we're not gonna panic over that either. We just wanna see if it runs. The first thing we're gonna do is check, oh, oil looks good. And, it's a little bit over full, just a touch.
Yeah, which, wow.
What's that mean?
Hopefully no coolant in the oil.
Let's see what the coolant looks like.
Hopefully that's not the case.
Uh-oh, no coolant.
No coolant?
No, it's dry. I'm not getting nothing. Why don't we crack the oil plug?
Jack around here and jack stands. Well, let's get that front end up a little higher and do that.
We're gonna get in and drop the oil, but it looks like, you know what, it just sat. It's sat for a long time. I bet this thing's gonna fire right up. If there's no coolant in the bottom of the oil pan. That's what we're gonna look for.
Somebody put Petronics on it.
Oh, well, that's either good or bad.
Yeah.
So I'm looking under this car, and this is a repaint job. I mean, it's not perfect or nothing, but it really is pretty darn solid. It sounds like metal. The exhaust pipe's like new under here. The undercarriage really looks clean. Better shape than my Mustang. Oh, that's a cap. They put a cap on there, Con. It's like a frame cappy thing, I think. Okay, there seems to be a wet spot under there. I don't know, hopefully that's where the antifreeze went. And there's the oil plug I gotta get to, but oh, it looks like the old C4 transmission, huh? I don't know.
Should have a little C4.
C4, I think. I don't know for sure. I'm not 100% on Ford transmission identifications. I'm hoping it's the antifreeze oh, you can reach this plug easy. It's right there.
Let's get a couple gallons of distilled water and throw in it. You know? And then we'll see where,
Okay, I'm going in.
see where it leaks.
Delicious. That's antifreeze.
Mouse droppings. Oh,
No, I didn't taste the mouse droppings. I just tasted the antifreeze. It's sweet and delicious, like it's supposed to be.
Glycol, that's a good idea.
So our antifreeze is here, I'm pretty sure. I think we're gonna be okay. That's a 5/8, I think, Con.
Yeah, here's a 15. Give it a go.
15?
Yeah. Who packed this bag? It's all natural.
3/4.
Here.
11/16. Oh! Speed wrench.
Multi-adjustables.
Multiple adjustables.
Hey, here's a 19.
A 19?
Yeah, since we're like, what is this, European car day? Trying to work on a Mustang.
European car date. Well, it's 19, okay? Oh, I'm turning it. I'm turning it. Oh my gosh. I don't want to dump oil all over the guy's garage floor.
Well, here, use this as a safety pan. Clean it out if you make it messy
All right.
to this thing.
I'm just going to loosen this up enough to hopefully...
See how much smaller the engine bay is than the 67?
Oil.
It's just oil. That's a great sign.
I think we just got oil, Connor. No antifreeze down the bottom. Oh, let me see what's on my hand. It's so dark under here, I can't see. Oh, that's oil, not antifreeze. You got a rag for me?
Yeah.
All right, good. What happened?
They did, at least I'm thinking, they've got their Petronics power, well, look at that. First off, it's loose. They didn't crimp it very well.
That's not even there.
Yeah, well, they
Look
put
at
it, So we got to fix that.
So the guy spent a ton of money on this car, obviously.
Yeah.
And then one thing like this kept him from driving it. So it sat here for 15 years.
And the frustration.
Oh man, I hate this kind of story.
I don't know.
Oh well, look at it. It's loose.
It's pretty bad.
You can see it. It's not crimped.
But what they did was originally this is a points car, which means the wire is going to be resisted down, right? So they've got this.
This should be full 12 volts.
That should be
It
full
might
12
not be.
volts. It's probably 6 or 7 volts.
So we need a voltage tester, which I don't have with me.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to find a full 12 volt.
Well, this would make it run like garbage.
On with the key. Well, it'll burn up your Petronics. They run.
No. Just that loose connection's
Sure.
enough. The loose connection's already a problem.
But that's not stopping us from seeing it if it runs.
No.
So let's keep
Which-
on that.
I'm fairly certain it ain't gonna, cause it's not getting a connection here.
Yeah. So what we've got is
Well, just
coolant.
squeeze that. Oh, look.
Hey, what are you doing?
Just squeeze that down.
I'll go get electrical clippers.
Put it under the thingamajigger.
I've got my electrical pliers. I
All
can
right.
clip it down with that.
So, what I want to do now, Connor,
Well, let's see.
if that is your real name. Yeah, it is. Anyway, I'm gonna get down in here and unhook the gas line that goes to the fuel pump because I don't want it sucking up a bunch of junk. That gas line needs changing anyway. It's hard as a rock. So I'm gonna hook that next before we try to start it. So you're crimping that on there. You're gonna make that tighter. I got the fuel line unhooked. We don't have any coolant in it, but that's okay. We're just gonna start it for a minute. The last thing we see with a date on this is 2005, right, Con?
Yeah,
Oh my
so
gosh, look, he's got a cop car
He's got a cop car light.
spotlight on it.
Pretty cool.
So this guy spent a ton of money on this car. It's got brand new dry rotted tires all the way around it. Optimo, hand kooks, and the thread is right up to the end of my fingernail. They're so deep.
Good chance.
I'd run these tires. I don't see the dry rot too much. They didn't get sunshine.
If you start looking at it,
Do ya?
check, yeah. They're probably 15-year-old tires. They won't pass inspection.
Where's the DOT? Oh, I know all about that.
Just saying.
I know. Well, blowing out a tire can be a dangerous event for you and others on the highway, Connor. You have to be responsible.
Shutting you off. Okay, so that's crimped. But you know what? Maybe the damage has already been done to the old Pertronics.
Well, that's possible. We'll just have to keep digging from here to there.
Yep.
Now, what do we want to do? Fill this carburetor bowl up?
Yeah, let's try that and see if it'll actually squirt something.
So, these are our vents.
Yeah.
Wow. How are we going to get fuel in there? These little teeny holes.
I'm like a pro at that. Oh, yeah.
All right. Little funnel.
You know what? I should have brought my little squirt can.
Yeah, I shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Without a squirt can.
All right, we'll figure something out.
Hose down with gas.
All right, weed whacker gas. You got to pull that thingy back. Ooh, how you doing? Oh, you're doing pretty good. There's gas everywhere now.
Sweet.
Might want to wait a little while because if that backfires, all the gas will kind of burn the whole world down.
No, it won't.
You're getting it in there pretty good.
Gas isn't flammable until it's been carburized.
Carburatorized. That's probably enough.
Plus, we got
Hold the choke open. We'll see if it squirts.
Yeah.
See if the accelerator.
Let me
pump-
get my old phone out and give you some light. So
Light?
we can really see if it squirts.
You hold the choke and I'll pump the
It felt
gas.
crazy crusty.
No, it doesn't. It feels pretty good. It ain't pumping.
Oh, it's not hooked up.
Oh,
Oh, no, it is.
no, it isn't. Go ahead and do it. I'll just pump the accelerator pump.
Yep. Hey,
We got gas. Okay. Woohoo!
squirter squirts. Wow.
I'm trying to get where I'm trying to hook it up on video. Yep. Oh yeah.
Oh, you know how else it just squirted?
Huh.
Squirted off to the side. Do that again. Where did it squirt from? Do
Well,
it again.
it's leaking out here. I
Okay.
mean, so we need a carburetor rebuild too. If you can believe that.
Yep.
And right here, I got to hook this up. Can't see it because it's so dark. I got it snapped back into place.
got her
Okay, I
snapped
got her
into place.
snapped in. Yep. Let's let her dry off a little bit, and I say we crank it over.
I'm with you.
I bet it fires right up.
Look at these narrow little Ford engines.
Aren't they cute?
Aw.
Yeah, they're awesome. They really are.
The 65 is the first Mustang, well, 64 and a half, 65, 66. First version of the Mustang. And then 67, they widened it to fit a big block. But you can really tell the difference.
Wait a minute, 65? This is a narrower car?
It's a narrower car.
The whole car?
Yeah, yeah.
It looks narrower.
It
So
is.
what year was the first year they widened them?
67, they decided that they needed to put the big block in it to keep up with
Oh.
everybody, and they made the car.
How do you know all these interesting little tidbits?
I read stuff.
Oh, stop it.
I'm a reader.
So this thing's stuck in here. I don't know if we can get that battery's got to fit, is it?
Check that out. Dead snake in a bucket.
Yee! Woohoo! That's pretty gross, dude. There's full of mouse crap in there, too.
Yeah, it's like Wild Kingdom around here.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
It fits. Get rid of that groundy
We
wire.
gotta, why don't we hook the battery up and then do an inspection and make sure there's no smoke anywhere?
There ain't gonna be no smoke. There's only 6 wires in the whole car. The only thing I'm worried about is in that ground wire there.
What is this wire running to? Is this going over to that electrical pump?
I'd say it's either the stereo.
That extra ground
Look,
we got going.
he's got this compressor thing over here for air horn.
Yeah.
That could be part of it. I don't know.
Extra grounds.
Extra grounds.
Extra grounds won't hurt us. I mean,
No, ground shouldn't hurt us.
there's nothing extra on the positive, so.
All right. We gonna plop it on there?
Okay.
Gosh.
You're just brimming with anticipation.
Well, not always patient.
You're never patient.
What are you talking about? Well, I don't like waiting.
Rush, rush, rush.
Yeah, let's rush. Come on, let's go.
Okay, the keys are in the ignition, by the way.
Ooh.
So you can go and back that up.
It's just gonna start.
It's just gonna start. I love the optimism.
Are we pretty dry? We still got a puddle of gas here somewhere.
It's
Yeah, on that side there's a puddle. Let's get that dried up.
Stop it up.
Oh, you know, it's just running out the, I think it's running out the
It's
throttle.
just running out the carburetor, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's break it quick. Just see if it gives us a pop.
Let me get out of the way.
If a fireball forms, then just
Yeah, do we have fire extinguishing capabilities? We do have a bunch of nuts and berries laying down there
Actually,
from the
hey.
mice.
go grab that. Right over on the wall.
Oh, there's a fire extinguisher.
Well, you run the throttle.
Oh, you let me run the throttle.
Turn the key.
I think it'll start right there. I'm not even gonna touch it. You ready to start this thing up, would you?
Get there.
I am a little impatient.
Get some of the grossness.
You don't gotta get all the way in.
I'm not.
Well, that was pretty uneventful. Okay, we definitely need a carburetor rebuild. It's dripping. Did you hear that? That's 15 years. Did it spin? It just started.
You don't get fuel injection that starts that quick.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Wow.
Sweet little car.
Sweet little car.
Yep. I had a little lifter tick, but we didn't even let the oil get up, so
It's got a lifter tick. It's a Ford.
I'm not worried about that.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't. You know what I would do now? Now it's time we change the oil. We do all that stuff. We know it runs. It started and sat there and idled.
Yeah.
We need a carburetor rebuild. It's dripping gas all over the place. But I call this a giant success. What do you say, Con?
I agree. Doesn't have to go to the machine shop,
Nah.
so that's cool.
Of course, we don't know if it smokes like a chimney yet.
Yep.
We don't know that. But you know what? I throw a carb rebuild kit at it, drop the fuel tank, get her cleaned out, and go from there, man. I think didn't even spin it. It was sitting there running nice and sweet. So I think our customer should be a happy camper
Should be
over
happy,
this.
and there'll probably be a follow-up video of us doing that stuff. 'Cause
Follow-up video.
told him we-
So you want to look at that. You want to like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. See you guys on the next one.
Yep.